Okay, this is quite attractive, even though we get heaps of them in the mail, or as junk mail. I don't have a use for them except to use them as demos and then throw them in the recycle. Let's see how we go. I don't know how big we're going to make this one. 200, maybe bigger. Going to make this one maybe 200. We're going 240, and for the horizontal and for the vertical we're going 260. Right, now we're just going to set this silly thing up. So I'm wondering, I'm going to make it, I think we've done enough negative positive ones for this, so we're just going to do it a bit different and add up the contrast to full blast. Rhymes, sorry folks, sounds a bit silly. Okay, saturation. Okay. Okay. Alright, see how we make this one. Actually a background colour, no, we're just going to keep it real. The colours, that is. What is it? It's Open Home Invitation. Camera 2/43, The Boulevard. Sounds very posh. This is again shit that I don't have any use for because, hey, I'm renting in a housing department unit, so I can't sell this unit. This is not my fucking unit, so I just pay rent, and hey, it's a good little place to live. I'm really grateful that I've got it, otherwise I'd be on the fucking street. So that's really good to have this place. So, but I can't sell it. However much I'd like to live in a different class and being a renter, well, I just can't. So I just accept it, and I use these images for demos. So I'm just doing something fun with these. So I'm wondering if we're going to get rid of that little bit. That looks a bit shitty, a bit of a letdown, while the rest of the image looks good. So we're just going to throw that on our recycle pile, and we're just going to work on this rather nice yellowish and happy colour scheme. So I'm wondering what we're going to do with it to make it look even better. So we're going to maybe enlarge it this way. We're going to enlarge just over half of this image, but first we've got to switch this to copied paper, and we're just going to overlap the edges so we don't get the dirty big borders around the edge that look ugly. So we're just going to enlarge a section out of that, get rid of the sections that we don't like. So now a typical enlargement would be nearly a bit more than 141.4, but I got a feeling the y-axis has got to compress it more. So we're going to go, so we're going on the horizontal, we're going 145, I think would be good for that. And the vertical is going to be a smaller enlargement. It's going to be a smaller enlargement, so we're going to make it maybe 120. Make it 120. It's going to be smaller than that. I don't know how this is going to work. I just can't work it out still, even though I've done these so many times. Sometimes I just get a bit confused. Sorry folks, I'm only human. Okay, let's see how we go. I wonder if the contrast could go to the centre now. Let's see how this, if we can get really like huge swathes of yellow. Yellow's the happy colour. These colours look like spring colours, and it's spring and it's getting warm now. It's getting a little bit too hot to wear a pullover or a jacket, and I didn't wear a scarf today. My neck's very sensitive to temperatures, especially the cold. So in the winter time I'm always wearing scarves pretty much, but this looks really nice. This could be our centerpiece. I'm pretty sure that'll make it, even though we've still got bigger borders there. These are the smaller ones. I'm thinking, yeah, we can make that blue section the center of our job. So I'm wondering, we're just going to print this off. Although I tend to feel that blue is a depressing colour, but it's still a beautiful colour. Surely it can't be depressing all the time. It goes nicely with the yellow, and I think it's the sky in this picture. So you got to have the yellow sunshine. Well, the sunshine isn't actually yellow, but especially in children's drawings, it's often depicted as yellow, and it's seen as a sunny kind of colour, whereas blue can be really down in the dumps, especially the midnight blue or the dark shades of blue, or mid blue, or whatever shades you're doing with. But you can't have a happy sunny day without a blue sky. So you got to have some blue, even though it's usually associated with melancholy. So let's see how we go. And so this will be our last two segments to finish off the job. But I figured I'd put the blue bit in the middle. Just seems logical, although it might frame the image quite nicely. But I think it's better to have the actual different colour in the centre in this case. So let's see how we can make this look. But you wouldn't know what the fuck this is. You might guess there is a bit of trees and sky, but it's pretty severely distorted what we've done to this real estate flyer. But it's more fun to use it this way. After all, I can't use it because I don't own this place. So let's see how we go. Okay, that looks really interesting. And that is like the centerpiece. I think now it looks almost like water, like an oasis in the middle of a desert. Interesting. I think now we can go.